Good morning. As we begin our celebration of the graduates today, let us take a moment to reflect on everything that has happened to bring us to this point in time. We're grateful for the guidance that brought our graduates to the doorstep of Landmark College, for the faith they had to take that first step forward towards this moment of achievement, and for the perseverance they have shown between that first moment and today. We are thankful for the faculty and staff of Landmark College who have walked beside our graduates along their journey, providing the kinds of guidance and perspective that have enlightened in the moment and will be understood deeper with the passage of time. And we're humbled to know our graduates do not just look forward, but to the left and to the right, to see themselves as individuals who are part of a diverse community committed to respect and understanding. And we hope that the voice that they have found here will resonate and reverberate throughout our world. Let us remember that every day, every challenge, every hard choice, every experience gives us the chance to all grow and move forward together. May all of this remain as our truth. May we always find knowledge and peace on our path. And may everything that binds us together today always be with us. It is now my honor to introduce to you Dr. Peter Eden, President of Landmark College.
Thanks, Michael. Nice job. Thank you, Michael. Can you hear me? All right. Welcome to the December graduation. Faculty and staff, family, friends, it's wonderful to have you here. We know you were part of this process with these wonderful graduates. You know that we all worked together to help them. I hope, graduates, you're grateful for all that your family and friends have done for you in this journey. I remember, it's funny the things you remember. I remember being a young kid, maybe 12, and I think I was in a waiting room of a doctor's office, and my mother's in there, and it's taken forever, and people know how patient I am and calm I am. I was writhing around, and I was visibly annoyed at how long it took, and a woman was in I remember this vividly, she was in the waiting room as well, and she might have asked me what my problem was, or, somehow we talked with one another, and I said, my mother's taken forever, and I've been waiting a long time. And I remember she said, I'll bet you she's waited for you many times. And I thought, I had no response, She was absolutely right. And for some reason, that stuck with me. That's right. My mom waited for me many, many times. And, I was a little more grateful of all the sacrifices she made. So I hope you're grateful for everything that your friends, you better be. Now, we always ask at these events for parents to raise your hand if this is your first child graduating from college. Yeah? Okay. How about if it's your last child? Oh, you know what that means, right? However, how many have a graduate today who's staying at Landmark College for a baccalaureate degree? There you go. Wonderful. We have about 12 or so of our associate degree graduates staying for a baccalaureate. And it's wonderful to see, as we grow all of our programs here, that they recognize that this is the ideal environment for academic success and also success in many other realms. So I'm lucky because I get to come up here and say a few words. And in the past, one time I asked some students, what should I say? And I got some great advice. And this time at President's Council. The President's Council is a fancy name for a group of vice presidents, myself, directors charged with running the college. We're often wrong, but we're never in doubt. That should be our motto. We talked about things that I might say, and we had a really great conversation. And most of it focused around the fact that graduates, you've shown that challenges are not unbridgeable. You've shown that you can succeed here at college. You've shown that, and you have all these core competencies now, many of them, listening, hard work, everything. But at President's Council, we talked about the skills and strategies you're learning as related to handling the differences, the disagreements, diversity in our world. And we talked a little bit about, you're not perfect. You're not perfect, so don't expect perfection out of others, okay? We live in this culture, and again, this was straight from PC, the cancel culture, the call-out culture. And it made me think of an academic course that is offered at another institution. The name of it is From Bigots to Snowflakes, Living in a World Where Everyone is Wrong. And I thought, what a great course. We should offer it. We should offer that course. And the conversation we had was that we know you've gained skills and strategies to succeed today, okay? And you're not perfect, but you're learning ways to bridge these differences and these disagreements. When you're in an echo chamber and you only listen to people who agree with you politically or whatever, you're not really learning. You're not really changing the world. And if you feel virtuous because you called someone out who doesn't align with you, that's a hollow victory. So we need you to continue to get better, to understand that people are not perfect, everything's a process, and these differences in the world, they have to be bridged. And you're the generation that has to do it. I don't know how well my generation is faring in that regard. We're counting on you. Now, we also talked a bit at President's Council about success. What does success mean for you all? It doesn't mean that if you make a lot of money, necessarily. Success, first of all, is however you define it, okay? But it doesn't mean if you make a lot of money, that's success. We feel that success is being comfortable with who you are, with your neurodiversity, your LD, and sharing that with others, helping others who need some assistance. That's success, okay? Helping enlighten others when it comes to differences writ large. You know the journey you've taken, and look at the success today, just sitting on stage. But the challenges will never stop. The changes will never stop. We did not educate you with specific levers to pull for specific crises. We hopefully educated you to have a foundation and a baseline of competencies and understanding that diversity and differences are pretty much baked into who we are as human beings. But you have to be intentional about bridging them, and we want to see that from you. That is the greatest evidence of success, perhaps. Now, we all work together. Mark Thurman, director of the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion, he's resolute in his vision that we must work together. We must work together. And I was thinking this morning when I was trying not to slip on the ice that, and this is a little corny, but bear with me. It's a little corny. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it in videotaped. Is that wouldn't the world be a better place, honestly, if it operated more like Landmark College, right? We've all worked together. We cooperate. We're not perfect at all. We're not perfect, but we work together better than any other institution. We work together, and we try to understand differences. So wouldn't this world be better if it could operate a little bit like Landmark College? We were happy to help you. A lot of credit goes to the family, friends, faculty, and staff, fantastic. But most of the credit goes to you all for working hard, living up to your potential, and now we want to see you succeed in other ways to help change the world. Okay? Congratulations.
The Community Service Award is given to a student or students who unselfishly gives of themselves to the activities of Landmark College or the greater area community. Today, I am honored to present this award to Emily McGuire. Take it all in. Emily just asked me, so I just stand here now? It's an important question because Emily does not stand still at Landmark College. Emily, as I thought about the words to put together to explain why you're receiving this award today, and heard from others on campus who know and respect the work you have done, a couple of quotes came to mind. One by Coretta Scott King, where she said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate action of its members." And the second by Felicia Johnson, where she said, "Speak up and speak clearly. I want to hear what you have to say because it matters. Let's listen to each other and respect one another's opinion." Emily, you're being recognized today for the work you have done for our community and through the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion to help students understand that each one of us is a gift to the community and that this is a home to all of us. To express it best, I have one more quote from a student, admittedly paraphrased. It's about the pose party that was your brainchild and you spearheaded, that very famous pose party. And the student sentiment was this: the pose party was amazing. It was probably the best part of the semester where everyone felt like they belong. Congratulations, Emily, and thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gail Gibson Sheffield, Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Good morning. At each graduation ceremony, I have the opportunity, on behalf of the faculty, to present the Academic Dean's Award. This award is given to students who have best demonstrated the qualities that define academic success at Landmark College. Academic success can be defined by those measurable achievements such as grades, but it also includes those intangible characteristics such as creativity and scholarly engagement, honest self-awareness and mutual respect for others, leadership and resiliency, hard work, intellectual development, and responsible citizenship. Our two award winners exemplify all these values. At the associate's level, the Academic Dean's Award is given to Sarah Lennox. Sarah is graduating today with an Associate of Arts in Liberal Studies. She has been described by her art faculty as an outstanding and talented young artist. But in the true liberal arts tradition, what really makes Sarah stand out is the depth of her intellectual engagement in all that she does. As I read through the comments provided by her faculty, over and over again, Sarah is described as exceeding expectations with great enthusiasm and insight. Faculty are also impressed by her work ethic, her memory for details, and her great sense of humor. One faculty member wrote, "Sarah epitomizes what we hope for when we think about a student being able to think in an interdisciplinary way, and then exercise a high degree of discipline to realize her vision for her work. Sarah is also someone who serves as a steady source of support to those around her, in and out of the class. Like many of our students, Sarah has had to deal with exceptional challenges to get this far, but has done so with courage, humility, and care. A member of Phi Theta Kappa, Sarah is graduating summa cum laude today with a GPA of 4.0. Congratulations. At the bachelor's level, the Academic Dean's Award is given to Christopher Bullier. Christopher is graduating today with a BA in Liberal Studies. At Landmark College, this degree emphasizes interdisciplinary understanding and civic engagement. It is our hope to graduate individuals who will take what they learn here and go on to be ethically responsible global citizens. And Christopher exemplifies those ideals. He inspires his faculty with his commitment, curiosity, and willingness to dive into experiences that are integral to his education. His final capstone project, which I had the privilege to see, was titled Red, Blue, and Shades of Purple: Voter Behavior Among the Disabled and Neurodivergent Communities. I was not alone in considering the project to be thought-provoking. It demonstrated his affinity for public service. A faculty member commented that Christopher has a fierce intellect that could be used to dominate, but instead he uses it to care about people in the room, and to care about justice and voice for people who are different. Several of his fellow students have said that he could be president someday. Well, well, Christopher, whatever your path leads you, we know that you are going to make us proud. A member of Golden Key, Christopher is graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of 4.0. It's my honor to present the Bachelor Level Academic Dean's Award to Christopher Bullier. Congratulations. Now, please welcome back to the podium President Peter Eden.
Thank you, Gail. Thanks very much. Okay, 2 awards. First is the Charles Drake Award. The Charles Drake Award is awarded to a student who has inspired the Landmark College community by his or her personal qualities. This student is not a quitter, but rather one who lives in the tradition of Dr. Charles Drake, whose lifetime of vision and courage helped to found this college. This is a student who gives 100%, who goes the extra mile, and who perseveres in the pursuit of his or her goals. This student helps the rest of us realize that we have more resources to draw upon than we may think. This person helps us keep going when we feel discouraged. The recipient of the Charles Drake Award is Ryan Gonzalez. Okay, Ryan was unable to make it to the ceremony today, but he may be watching. I don't think he feels well. He may be watching. I think his family's watching as we tape this. So I wanted to say that Ryan, you're a tremendous young man, absolutely tremendous young man, and you may not think about it or believe it, but you do inspire others. We are inspired by your perseverance. You've earned this award, and we think you're terrific. Now, a couple years ago, Ryan and we decided to have a special handshake, and he tried it, and I was so bad on it, he eventually gave up. And he won't even do it with me now, because I'm so bad. So you don't get to see that, fortunately, but we're so proud of you, Ryan. Now, President's Award. The President's Award is given to the student who has best exemplified the principles we believe in here at Landmark College. This student is talented and energetic, meets difficulties head-on, works hard, is dedicated to his or her studies. On the other hand, this student also finds time to contribute to the well-being of other persons and to the life of the Landmark College community as a whole. President's Award winner is Rhiannon Gray-Wolf. Way to go, Rhiannon. I don't know if you recognize how good you are, honestly. I'm not sure you realize it, how good you are as a person, a scholar, a student. The other day we were talking, and you said how sad you are to leave Landmark College, right? And I said, go to graduate school, get a graduate degree, and come back and join the faculty. Gail, do not put that in your budget already, but I wasn't kidding, okay? I wasn't kidding. I won't tell the frog story that we shared. That's a show. You want me to tell the frog story? I'll tell the frog story if you want. Okay. So about 4 years ago, I'm in my office having an important meeting, and there's a student standing right outside one of my windows. I get distracted. It's Rhiannon looking down, and I'm just like, what is that kid doing? And I open the window, say, what's going on? And she says, there's a frog fell in the well. I said, oh, no. So I went out. We looked down there, right? We saw this really beautiful frog, and it's like down deep. We had to remove the grate, and of course, I did the only thing I had to do, which is I pushed Rhiannon into the well to get the frog. I jumped into the well, right, didn't I? I jumped into the well, we got the frog, and then we didn't know what to do with it, right? There's no metaphor for this, it's just a story, okay? And we took the beautiful frog, and what did? We brought it behind the Click Center and near some water. We put it in the creek. I don't know, she's starting to embellish. I don't remember going, remember we talked about the frog is gonna be this big by the third time we tell the story? Anyways, we worked together, we saved the frog, and that's it. It was wonderful. That is how we met, but I'm going to remember you for more than just saving the frog, Rhiannon. You're absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. All right. Now, I have something interesting and new to present to you today. Before Dr. Gibson Sheffield comes up to present the diplomas to our graduates, we have other graduates, or at least one, maybe others in the audience today. These are graduates of our post-baccalaureate certificate program. So, yeah, we offer associate degree programs, baccalaureate, college courses for students in high school for dual enrollment. We also have a post-baccalaureate grad certificate, and we've had that for about 5 years or so, and we're going to recognize the recipients. And so what I'd like for those recipients, or at least that one recipient today, is to stand up and be recognized. Anybody else? All right. Excellent. Wonderful. Nice job. Now, Gail Gibson Sheffield will come up and start to confer the academic degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Liberal Studies and the Arts, the following individuals have met the requirements for Associate of Arts in Liberal Studies. Devin Blanchard, Phi Theta Kappa, magna cum laude.
So I was recently at my cousin's graduation at UVM, and a speaker told me that I should thank people for this graduation. So I would like to thank my family for believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. Thank you.
Inez Bourbon-Bors, Phi Theta Kappa, magna cum laude. Sunny Iwanowski, cum laude.
Okay. I believe that we keep our greatest memories with us forever, and we should start something new and build a new memory that we will never expect in the future. When I first knew about Landmark, I learned big meanings and understandings about what this school really does for these students and how they can learn differently. When I started my first semester, I didn't feel like I was in the right spot at first, but in the later semesters, I felt as if I had a deep connection with the college and the people involved. I love the school because these hardworking and outstanding professors understand of how we go through academic challenges at different paces. And they teach us ways how we can understand and learn from each other in a fun and creative way. I want to thank all the professors that I have had and known in the past that I've gotten along with very well, and will never forget them for how they taught me, because most importantly, it helped me grow as a student. I guess this what I'm trying to say about starting something new, like Landmark, which will become a new memory for what I have accomplished and how I came to the stage with a diploma in my hands. I want to thank my mom and dad for being there for me, and everybody that has been there for me and my side. Thank you so much, and have a great 2020.
Jenna Farnad. Ethan Ilkert. Clark Geegan.
Over the past 2 years, more and more, I've been thinking about what my past self would think if they saw me today. Right now, I'm graduating with my associates, and while I'm staying at Landmark for one more semester, I'm eventually going to be transferring to study some variant of astrophysics and planetary science. I'm looking out into an auditorium filled with incredibly supportive professors and faculty who have helped me figure out how to learn the best way I can, and strengths that I didn't even know I had. An incredibly supportive mom, and some amazing friends who I've had some wonderful adventures with. And in particular, one person, Gil, who I started talking The Last Airbender with last September, and who's since become my partner and best friend. In the past year, I have read my poetry out loud in front of an audience. I have climbed a mountain range, and I have followed an academic and career path that I never thought I would. I've even found the name Clark, that means me. So being at Landmark helped me learn how to learn better, and that helped everything else fall into place. I learned that I am capable, and that it is worth trying, and that I never want to watch life go by from the sidelines again. So to everybody who helped me learn those things, and to everyone I've had the pleasure of spending time with along the way, thank you.
Carter Griffith.
I would like to thank everyone who came to support me, especially my parents and my aunt who couldn't be there, but I know she's there with me in good spirit. I'd like to thank my professors who have been there for me for my journey at Landmark, then my other advisor at the previous college I was at who told me that Landmark would be a good fit for me, and I know she believed in me. That's why I'm here, so I'd just like to thank everyone who believed in me. Thank you.
Alexandra Jassen.
School has always been difficult for me. Late nights finishing homework in elementary school to the dark days in high school. My own high school didn't believe in me. Thank you to my parents who were always around and for me and believing in me when I was not able to believe in myself. My parents are my biggest supporters, and I am forever grateful for them. Finding Landmark was a godsend. I feel blessed for the constant love and support I received from my professors and the endless encouragement of my advisor, Eve. To my friends who are students here, you have been a source of inspiration, confidence, and you have showed me it was possible and worth it, and thank you. You have helped me grow in more ways than I could have imagined. Thank you.
Evan Lane, cum laude. Sarah Lennox, Phi Theta Kappa, summa cum laude.
I'll keep this short. I'm leaving the big one for my bachelor's. First, thank you, Mom and Dad, for forcing me and my sister to practice and perform Reader's Theater with you. It's really helping this public speaking thing. Jokes aside, I really want to thank my parents for all that they've done. A part of growing up is realizing that your parents are not infallible. But I'd say that mine are pretty amazing nonetheless. I'd also like to thank the Landmark faculty and staff. You guys are phenomenal. Christy Herbert, Jen Morris, Adrian Major, Ellen Wood, where do I stop? It's a sign of how incredible Landmark is that I cannot list everyone here that I wish to thank without lengthening my speech considerably. So thank you all again for everything that you do. And a final thank you to my fellow classmates, to my friends. You make me strive to improve myself every day.
Cara McCarthy.
I would not only like to thank my mom, but my family for encouraging me to come out here, because I have now not only a family in Landmark College, but I also have more confidence, clearly because I am sitting up here talking to a whole crowd that I never thought I would.
Emily McGuire.
Hello. Can you? Oh, there it goes. So yeah, I'm graduating. That's awesome. Thank you. To everybody, I want to thank my parents, my dad, Mike, my mom, Patty, and my stepdad, William, and my stepmom, Kim. You guys are really, really awesome. All four of you are amazing parents. I don't think I'd make it through this world without you. You know, I really want to thank Landmark College because I'm a first-generation college student. I have two brothers and two sets of step-siblings. So that's 7 of us. And I'm the first one graduating college, first out of my parents. And it was really challenging, you know. I was told in elementary school that college was never going to happen. And then I was told that in middle school, and then again in high school. And I believed everybody. I believed that I couldn't do anything better than being a hairdresser in a strip mall. Till I found Landmark College, and they said, you know what? You got dyslexia. We all have dyslexia. Welcome. So, yeah. I want to thank all my professors, Todd Miller, oh my God, Rebecca Maddie, Jim Bockham, Meg Baronian, oh, I love you, Matt Gander, John Rose, somebody please give him back his classroom in the EAB auditorium. I'm not kidding. Oh, sorry, the admin auditorium, but that's where he should teach. Please give it back to him. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all so much. Oh, I really want to thank Student Affairs Office, the Res Life, Sarah Jane, Michael Luciani, you're amazing. I see you working really hard every day. And I really, really want to thank Kelly O'Ryan, who's an amazing human being. She works so hard, and she's a full-time mom of 3. She's a badass. She is amazing. Thank you, Kelly O'Ryan. And I really, really, really want to thank Mark Thurman, a man who literally saw me at my absolute worst and still believed in me fully, believed that I can do something amazing. And he saw my leadership potentials, and he gave me this opportunity to win an award. Thank you. That's awesome. I have an award. But thank you. Thank you so much, Mark Thurman. You are the most amazing person on this planet, and you give somebody like me an opportunity to show that I can do something. So thank you very much.
John Munt. Neil Norby.
Right. I got here and I hadn't originally planned on a speech, but I heard 5 minutes before I marched up on stage that giving a speech is the thing to do nowadays, so here I am. As per usual, I would like to thank the professors here at Landmark College, and especially Stephen Glover. Hello there. He's been I've been in one of his classes every semester, so he's kept me on the musical path. That's good. I'd like to thank my advisors, McKee Cronin, the most recent one, and apart from, of course, the most importantly, my family, who's here in the audience. Hello. I'd also like to thank the support staff here at Landmark College, without whom I fear my grades would be vastly diminished. I was homeschooled, and so I have a tendency of feeling that I can do everything myself and that I don't need any help. And whenever that turned out not to be the case, slightly more often than I would like to admit, the support staff is always there to help me out and get me back on track. So thank you.
Madison Party. Kenneth Pepper.
I just want to thank my family and especially my sister and brother-in-law coming from Dallas. And I also wanted to thank all my faculty and advisors for helping me get here today. Thank you.
Hayden Sauceville, Phi Theta Kappa, magna cum laude. Benjamin Schiebel. Adam Sherman.
There have been so many people who have expected this moment. And I think if I tried to list them, it would be a disservice to them. And there's only, of all the people I know, I think there was only one exception to that rule I mentioned. And he is speaking to you right now at this podium. I have never been more happy to be wrong.
Sarah Silvestro.
Hi. To all the people that told me this wasn't gonna happen, I just proved you wrong. Also, I like to thank the trustees, the current and past, for making this happen. So thank you. Also, thank you to Annie Goldberg, Sarah Rabbit, Stephen Vitt, and all the Res Life for hearing me rant about things, overthinking it. Also, thank you to my sister and my brother for not making it easy growing up, because you guys don't have LDs, so you made me push so much harder because I wanted to be like you. So thank you so much.
Fitzy Spring.
First, I would like to thank all my friends for putting up with my weirdness and crazy ways. Next, I would like to thank the faculty and staff for not failing me. And shout out to my girlfriend, Erin, even though she unfortunately couldn't make it today. She's the greatest for putting up with me and my sarcastic ways. And finally, I would like to thank my family, who I am making eye contact with as we speak, for supporting me. And thank you to my sister, Riley, who just came back from the other side of the country in Arizona. Thank you.
Alexa Thomas. Victor Tomildon. Upon the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Professional Studies and Science, the following individual has met the requirements for the Associate of Science in Life Sciences. Natalie Nussbaum, Phi Theta Kappa, summa cum laude.
I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd be making it up here. And the fact, when I first came here, I was a nervous wreck. I didn't know what I was doing. And the fact that I'm on track to study biology is that's entirely due to the love and support of my family over there, and to my professors who were able to put up with and channel my enthusiasm, often at really awful early hours in the morning. And my advisor, Kathy, who was able to talk me down when I was having a panic attack in her office. on a weekly basis. And I've experienced things that I didn't think I would ever experience. I've gotten to study abroad in the Netherlands and Botswana. I've made friendships that are going to last a lifetime. And I've made memories that I'm going to carry with me forever. And I'm going to take the lessons I've learned here, and I'm going to carry them on as I continue pursuing a scientific career. Thank you guys so much, everybody.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Liberal Studies and the Arts, the following individuals have met the requirements for a Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies. Christopher Bollier, Golden Keys, summa cum laude.
Well, I've officially become that guy. Well, good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the graduates of Landmark College here today, this beautiful December day. So a round of applause for that. I'd also like to thank President Eden and the Board of Trustees for allowing all of us, the opportunity to speak here as graduates. And furthermore, I'd like to thank my family. I see them up there. My friends, family, friends, professors, support staff, advisor, everyone. Again, it's just everyone here has been incredibly supportive. It hasn't been easy. And I know it probably sounds like, oh, you're just saying that because you're graduating with a 4.0. No, it's more difficult than it looks. No, I mean it. It's been a long journey for, I'm sure, basically all of us on stage today. For me personally, this day has actually been over a decade in the making. I graduated valedictorian of my high school class 10 years ago back in June, and did what everyone's, kind of supposed to do, quote unquote, which is, go to college right after high school. At first, I adjusted surprisingly well, perhaps too surprisingly well, what with being several hours away from home, just in a new, unfamiliar setting with new people around that I, don't know about, not an easy feat for someone who's neurotypical, and even more difficult when you factor in that I have Asperger's syndrome, which is on the autism spectrum, which makes socializing just nigh on impossible. And also on top of that, depression and anxiety. Woo. So yeah, it was interesting. Nevertheless, I did persevere, at least for a while. I had been involved with the college newspaper, class council. I got good grades when I was there as well at my last college. Even managed to make a few friends along the way. However, as I was there, things kind of changed and the climate of the campus just kind of shifted away from what I was kind of led to believe and what I was comfortable with. And this, kind of snowballed, and I eventually suffered a nervous breakdown. And I actually looked at the calendar, and it was apparently 7 years ago yesterday. Not that I've been keeping track. Not intentionally, anyway. No, but I did just happen to see the day, and I was like, oh, my God. But even though it wasn't a severe enough one to require hospitalization or anything like that, it did cause me to reassess, my life goals and what I wanted, out of schooling and out of life. And so it was 7 years ago today that I filed the paperwork to leave my last college, a little over a semester shy of getting my bachelor's degree then. So So over the next few years, I attended therapy, worked, saved some money, got in a bad car accident, not my fault. Attended more therapy as a result of that. And, just all the while kept, wondering if I'd ever get the chance to finally complete my bachelor's degree. Again, just as a little footnote, I'm actually save for one of my stepsisters and my brother-in-law, I'm otherwise the first person in my family to attend a four-year college, so let alone graduate from one. So this was kind of a big deal for us as well. But to make a long story short, I came here to Landmark 2.5 years ago, in the fall of 2017. And at the risk of sounding like some sort of, ad hoc college recruiter, this place has really, helped me to rediscover, who I am, what I am, how I am. I'm currently, I guess now formally, since I'm getting the diploma, but I've been involved on campus. I've been in, student government. I've been, I've been, Phi Theta Kappa, Golden Key. Apparently I have a posse. But being here, I have kind of, I guess, rediscovered my intellectual mojo, so to speak. Also made new and I hope lasting friendships. Some on stage, some are in the audience, some are watching the live stream. Hello. And again, I know you want me to keep this short, so I'll wrap it up. So a year and a half ago when I walked with my associate's degree here, I noted in my speech then about how Landmark's motto, "Take a different path," basically sums up how my path, to and through Landmark has been kind of a circuitous path, I guess you can say. Different in any case. That said, I just want to, impart this little piece of wisdom. Everyone's life path kind of goes in a different direction. Just, remember that. Don't, feel ashamed. Again, here I am, 29 years old and finally getting a bachelor's. But again, everyone moves at their own pace. And I believe, as Dr. Eden has said numerous times, sharks always move forward. So just remember to keep swimming, and now I sound like Dory. But seriously, just remember, go at your own pace. Don't feel pressure from, outside forces saying, oh, you have to do things X, Y, or Z way. Just, stay the course and, keep chugging away. And I wish, may all of today's graduates, be, on the path to success and happiness. Thank you, and congratulations again to the graduates.
Camden Chilkoff.
I see all you today. So, today's a good day. Today's where we all come together and celebrate for an amazing accomplishment. I'd just like to give a special shout outs to Mr. Brian Cohen, Sylvegi Schlemsky, and Jim Cabral for passing me on my capstone. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But I also have a couple more shout outs to my lovely girlfriend over there, Michaela Odowski. My number one best friend, Spencer Berger. Oh, yeah, there we go, yeah. Everyone that's graduating as well, and all the friends that came out here to support me in my process. And of course, my lovely family. And I have one more, and it's not a special one, let's say that. It's to my high school principal who said I can never graduate college or even handle college in general. Thank you.
Sarah Rabbit.
Hello, everyone. Let me just pull up my speech really quick. I wrote my speech at like midnight, so it might not be the best, but we're gonna try. I just want to start off with congratulating everyone on graduating. When I first came to Landmark 4.5 years ago, I did not know it was gonna change my life as much as it did. The very first person that I want to thank is Brian Cohen. 4.5 years ago, I remember my first semester, and I was sitting outside of the Drake Center, and I was looking at my grades, and I saw that I was failing an English class. And just so happened you'd be walking towards me, and you said, "My office is always open. Whenever you need me, I'm here, whether it be to talk or to get help with any classes, like I'm here." And I was like, okay, why is he saying this to me? He doesn't know I'm struggling. He wasn't looking at my grades. And I just want to tell you that you were the first person that's ever allowed me to advocate for myself, and you were that stepping stone for me to know that it is okay to struggle and it is okay to not do well, because then you're gonna be able to do better just by that struggle. So I just want to say thank you. To Adrian Major, Sylvegi Schmolsky, Jeff Burgess, Jim Cabral, I just want to say thank you, because your office was always open. Even if I emailed you every single day, wanting to meet 3 times a week, you were always open to it. To Eric Moschella, you have been my rock this semester. You have seen me literally at my worst and at my best. You taught me that it is okay to be vulnerable and to feel. You have pushed me, challenged me, and had me step out of my comfort zone because you believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. You have impacted my life in more ways than I can tell you. And I don't know how to thank you enough. You inspire me, and thank you for being someone that I can count on. To my family, thank you for all that you do for me. You are appreciated more than I can ever tell you. And to the most important person in my life, my mom. The semester before I came to Landmark, my mom had a stroke, and I was thinking about dropping out of school to take care of her. She encouraged me to stay in school and that she would be okay. On Christmas of 2016, I texted my mom to wish her a Merry Christmas and asked if she was going to be in New York with my family the next day. She said she had to stay home because someone could not watch the pets at home, which I knew was a total lie because she plans everything ahead. So I called her, and she said she was being rushed to the emergency room because she thinks something's wrong and she's not going to make it. Come to find out, she was having a massive internal bleed. The doctors weren't doing everything that they could to save my mom, so I prayed every day that I wouldn't lose her and that miraculously she would get better. I rushed to New York when doctors gave her the okay to fly. When I walked into my grandparents' house after getting off a 6-hour plane ride from Cali, I walked into the bedroom and my mom wasn't there. I stood there confused, wondering where she went and what happened. In that instant, I thought I lost my mom. She ended up coming out of the bathroom, struggling to walk and talk. I prayed again and again that she would get better, and God answered my prayers and she got better. That following year, I was getting my associate's degree, and 2 weeks before I was supposed to get my degree, I got a call from my mom saying that she was having another internal bleed. I was confused, I was angry, and I didn't know why my mom had to go through all this, and I couldn't be there for her. I had such a big day, and that was the one person I needed to be there, and she wasn't there. My mom is my motivator, my supporter, and I didn't know if I could get through this day without her. I started praying time and time again that she would get better, and she did. My mom is here today, watching me walk across this day. Getting my bachelor's degree. Mom, I am so beyond grateful that you are here today. You are my best friend. You are everything to me. I never want to imagine a day without you because that is never going to happen. I know I don't say this enough, but I will say it a million times today. Thank you for all that you do, and I love you so much. And congratulations to everyone graduating today.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Liberal Studies and the Arts, the following individuals have met the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts in Studio Art. Andrew Barnick.
I first started here at Landmark College 10 years ago in the fall of 2009. And that back then they didn't even have a baccalaureate program, let alone a studio art program. A lot has happened since then, and I don't want to regale you with my whole life story, but in general, I think that the college has changed for the better, and I've changed for the better. I would like to thank all the people who helped me get here. I can't thank them all individually. There's too many. But I'd like to thank my professors, my advisors, my counselors, the friends I've made here, especially my fellow art students. I would like to thank my family, especially my sister Sky, who I wouldn't have made it this far without. Thank you.
Annie Goldberg.
I've been going to Landmark for 5 years, or 5.5, 11 semesters. There. Just do it that way. That's how we do it at Landmark. We count by semesters, not years. And there have been a lot of people who have helped me along the way. There are two important people here. My mentor, Andy Donahue, who couldn't be here today because he's in Japan. Lucky him. But he was there from the beginning, my first day, my interview, everything. He's been my rock the entire time I've been here. The second person I'd like to thank is Christy Herbert for believing in me and making it so I can be an artist and showing me that I can do this. The other people I'd like to thank is my mom for taking my calls 6 or 7 or 8 times a day and being there no matter what I need. And my dad for driving me 5-6 hours a day in one day, doing it back from Philly and back here. And then my siblings, who have always been there for me no matter what. Whenever I need them, they're right there. And my grandparents, who are the biggest supports in my life. And the one very special person I'd like to thank is my best friend, Sarah Silvestra. She's there for me no matter what. If I'm having a bad day, or if I just need somebody to watch Grey's Anatomy with, she'll be there for me. Congrats on your associates, by the way. But this has been like the biggest thing I've done ever, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm glad that I did this. Turtle down. Thank you so much.
Rhiannon Greywolf, Golden Key, summa cum laude.
For once, I have not planned something in advance with 5 revisions, and that's because no matter what I write, it will never fully and truly represent how much Landmark has given me. I want so badly to put my feelings into words, but I can't. It was my one seemingly unattainable dream to go to Japan since I was 5. And Landmark gave me that and so much more. Sorry. Landmark gave me the tools. Tears, man, they're hard to see through. Landmark gave me the tools to prove to those that don't understand that I am capable, smart, and able to learn. Landmark gave me the opportunity to meet the most caring, loving, most interesting, and accomplished people I have ever met. And I have had the privilege of calling these people my professors. Landmark allowed me to prove that, yes, you can get a degree in environmental science. And yes, you can get a bachelor's in studio art as well. And yes, you can pursue both. And they both relate, and they both inform, and I can pursue these passions, not separate, but as one. Both with dyslexia, dyscalculia, and dysgraphia. Science and art mean the world to me, but Landmark means just as much, if not more. The relationships I've made at Landmark with faculty, friends, are far from anything I dreamed of experiencing as a very introverted child growing up in rural Vermont. This speech probably doesn't make much sense. This is because I am just so sad that I'm leaving such an accepting place that I feel so rooted in, and I can never thank you enough. Thank you to the art department. Thank you to the science department. Thank you to my moms, and thank you to my loving and supportive boyfriend. Thank you to the friends I've made here. Just all of you, thank you so much.
Timothy Williams.
Meow. For those who don't know, that's an inside joke between me and my friend Ellen. First, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates today. We've all worked hard and proved our naysayers wrong. There are so many people that I would have supported me on my journey to this milestone, but if I thanked every one of them, we will be here all day, and I'm sure we all have celebrations to attend later today. But I would like to thank some landmark people. Firstly, my mother, Lori. Your love and support are the sustenance to my soul. My Aunt Mara, who has been not just a great family member, but a major support, and both emotionally and financially. And so I thank you for allowing me to be here at this wonderful institution that is like a second home. I would like to thank Christy Herbert and Humberto Ramirez, who guided me through my capstone, which was a hard process, but they got me through it. To Samuel Rowlett and Jen Morris, who through our talks have given me inspiration and guidance into being a better artist. And to Joyce Rogers, a person who I feel is a like-minded spirit and inspiration as a student. And Kelly Orion, a great person to know. I would like to thank President Eden for being a great president and an inspiration. Thank you for attending this graduation ceremony.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Professional Studies and Science, the following individual meets the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science: Brian Ramsor.
I'd just like to do a few thank yous. I'd like to thank Professor Russo for being my advisor and helping me guide me through this degree program and pointing out my shenanigans. I'd like to thank Professor Astor for helping me teach me with AI and assist me with my capstone. I'd like to thank Professor Keith for helping guide me through my capstone. I'd also like to thank Professor Bauer for helping me set up a job and for my future, and actually I already got a job interview with a large company down in Philadelphia this Monday. Thank you. I'd also like to thank all my other professors and my family for pointing out my bad jokes and shenanigans, and thank you.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Associate of Arts degrees in Liberal Studies, Associate of Science degrees in Life Sciences, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies and in Studio Art, and Bachelor of Science in Computer Science on this day, December 14th, 2019. I hereby present the December 2019 class of graduates who are now also officially welcomed into the Landmark College Alumni Association. Grads, flip your tassels. I think we're going to have the class gift now. Yes?
On behalf of the graduating class of 2019, it is our pleasure to present Landmark College with a check for $2,020.19. Designated for scholarship support in memory of alumnus Peter Greenberg. From the class of 2016, Peter was our classmate, for many of us our orientation leader. Other areas the graduating class is supporting is the growth of the STEM lab, library, and the art department. This total is a collective effort of donations and services and fundraising from the December 2019 class and the Young Alumni Committee. We are honored to provide this support and have an impact on Landmark's future. Please accept this gift to Landmark College with our sincere appreciations for all that you do, the faculty and staff do for us.
Right there. This is yours, right? Nice job. Thank you all for this gift of scholarship and academic support. We will gladly accept it, and it'll directly help our college and our students. So thank you and nice job. All right. It's my pleasure to introduce Trisha Stanley for the alumni welcome.
Well, hello, everybody. Alumni. Well, on behalf of Landmark College and the Office of Alumni Relations, we are proud to now officially welcome you as alumni. While being a Landmark student is only a few years' commitment, being a Landmark alum is for life. As you move through your future education, career, and life paths, we will be here to support you. Now, I have a little theory that I came up recently. My 3-year-old daughter recently became obsessed with The Wizard of Oz. We have read it every night, and in good ADHD fashion, I have hyper-focused on it. Landmark feels like The Wizard of Oz. That these 2, 4, and if you're anything like me, 5 years earning your undergraduate degree have felt like a dream. As well as being a wonderful adventure, The Wizard of Oz shows that each traveler already possessed the skills that they thought that they lacked. Think about it, that for somewhere in the midst of this tornado of life that we have with LDs, you have found a place in the middle of nowhere that's filled with such unique characters, adventures, that you were able to find yourself and your talents. Maybe you wished upon a star and you woke up with the clouds behind you. Maybe that wicked witch was a school system or a teacher that didn't believe in you. Who is your Galinda, the good witch, the mentor that dispensed wisdom and advice along the way? The professor that unlocked the love of learning, the resident dean that pushed you to find leadership? Who were your trusty friends, the companions that will last a lifetime, that bridged a genuine sense of belonging while you were here? The friend that was your scarecrow that sat next to you in LD Sem that unlocked your learning disability strengths? The Tin Man that found their heart and compassion through student leadership? The cowardly lion that desperately found courage in themselves by an internship? Maybe you even found Toto, the trusty emotional support animal that was always by your side. And we still don't know about the Lollipop Guild. Don't worry. Maybe you'll find them. But in the end, you have learned that this has been home all along, that there is no place like Landmark. And my job is to ensure that you always find Landmark to be your home, and that all you need to do is follow that yellow brick road back to Putney. So thank you.
Thank you, Trisha. We have 2 members of the Landmark College Board of Trustees here on stage with us. One is an alumnus as well, Brett Hemsworth. And we also have on stage the chair of the Landmark College Board of Trustees, Bob Lewis, and he will deliver the closing remarks. Bob.
Hello, everyone. Got to get something out of my pocket. It's hard to get to pockets when you have these things on. So, dear graduates, let me be among the first to congratulate you on achieving your degree at Landmark College. Your diploma represents the recognition of your achievements by your professors, the president, and the board of trustees. You have met or even exceeded the high standards set by the faculty of this institution and affirmed by our accrediting body, the New England Commission of Higher Education. This is a great moment, and you should be proud of it. As many of you have stated today, to all of us, your road to success has not always been easy. People charged with helping you along the way have not always been supportive, encouraging, or even competent. And you have not always given yourself the best shot at success all the time either. However, you all found Landmark College, where every day we live out our mission to transform the way students learn, teachers teach, and the public thinks about education. Here you found your unique path to becoming an effective lifelong learner. You found out how you learn, what you need to succeed, that nothing this great comes without hard work, slips and falls, and a desire to always get back up, and then a growing confidence in your interests and your capabilities. You have achieved success through mature, rigorous, and persistent effort. Congratulations to you. So today, I, along with my fellow trustee, Brett Hemsworth, here on stage, we represent the Board of Trustees of Landmark College. Some of you may wonder what the Board of Trustees does anyway, and why do we get to stand up here and shake your hand and congratulate you when you graduate? Well, our roles at the college are few, but very important. We are entrusted with the duty of care and loyalty to this college, to ensure that this institution continues forever, providing quality higher education to those who learn differently. Ultimately, we approve the strategic direction of the college. We work closely with the president to determine priorities and direction, and we are fiduciaries of the financial health of the institution. We care deeply for the college, and we provide support in many dimensions, including financial. The most exciting outcome of all of this effort is to see you students reach this goal today. And so we get the privilege of shaking your hands at graduation. My parting request to you, as you go forward from today, pursuing your next challenge, is to take us with you. You will obviously take what you've learned with you. You will also take with you the knowledge you have gained here about how you learn, what you need to succeed, how to self-advocate, and how to achieve success. And remember that life and lifelong learning is a team effort. Working together in a team, offering your skills and knowledge to the effort, recognizing your limitations, and then being able and ready to accept them from others. These are not weaknesses. This is what life is all about. We humans found out quite a long time ago that our ability to join efforts to achieve common goals is a strength and should be encouraged. No one achieves their best results insisting that they go it alone. Think about the many individuals that have contributed to your success, both before you got here and all those who helped you here. What character and strength did they have? Recognize it and emulate it. Figuratively take them with you. Think about what you have done to help you, and then reach out to others in the future and help them when they need it. Most of all, take our RUSH principles with you. At Landmark, the society strives to embrace the principles of respect, understanding, safety, and honesty. The environment created by these principles provided possibly the most inclusive, diverse, understanding, and respectful environment that you may ever encounter. But one thing today is becoming even more clear. The way we do things matters, and the way we treat our fellow human beings is what establishes us as members of a global society. From maintaining peace to ensuring our environment is conducive to human health and to the future, we need respect, understanding, safety, and honesty to achieve these global necessities. At convocation, way back when, whatever it was, when you arrived here, you entered into a pact with the college to embrace these principles. Remember these coins? When you were here, you got a coin like this to establish your pact about these principles. Find yours, dust it off, and keep it with you. It will never disappoint. So now, I wish you all the very best as you pursue your future goals and achieve your aspirations. Congratulations.
Thank you.